Arash, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
You do quite a lot of research, don't you?
I'll try.
On which topics?
Uh, so like the major area I'm looking into computation and design, the role of computation throughout the design process. We can say computational design or how computation can inform the process of design or reimagine the process of design using the power of computation.
Yeah, because you do a lot with art as well, is that correct?
That's correct. Actually, my background is architecture, so a lot of art-related stuff. And now, computation is touching upon affecting different disciplines. Obviously, architecture and design is one of them. So I'm very interested in to look how we can use the power of computation to nurture design practices. Not using computer as a way for representation, but how can we also use computer as a way to think with, to solve problems, and to make more informed design decisions as we are designing buildings, cities. We can tell information-driven designs maybe. So instead of using pencil and paper, using computer, programming, and making more informed design decisions as compared to traditional way of looking at design.
Okay. You will give a presentation a little bit. What is it about?
The presentation today actually, it kind of builds upon my doctoral research, which was solely focusing on designing learning tools for K-12 children, but teaching them computational thinking.
Okay.
The way they're, for instance, how they can solve complex problems such as climate crisis by using a tool to think with as a team. For instance, the project that I'm presenting today, it's a learning tool, spatial learning tool for children, and works with different scenarios. One, for instance, if they're given a task or if they're given a problem like climate crisis, how they can break it down to more manageable parts. They can deal as a team and solve the problem and come up with solutions as a team. So obviously it's like multidisciplinary and not one child can take care of it.
Yeah.
So it need to be more kind of people around a table to solve that problem. And that's what this project is kind of enhancing in K-12 education. It's kind of related to my area of interest in computational thinking at multiple levels. K-12, I'm an associate professor at Woodbury University in California, Los Angeles, and I'm chair of design computation program. So I'm also looking into how computational thinking can kind of change higher education design curriculum as well.
The next step.
That is correct, yeah.
And can you share some of the results?
The results actually, I've been developing, speaking about K-12, multiple learning tools at different scales. Been testing with different middle schools in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and California, and been publishing the results. And actually those results are like the driving force for making the next prototype. So the prototype I'm presenting today, actually it's the 5th prototype being built. So it's all about the matter of making, testing, usability study, and making the next iteration. So all these prototypes up to this point having more like tabletop spatial learning tools, plug and play, kind of with electronics embedded. When they solve a problem, they get instant feedback. But the current project that I'm working on, actually, it's the next step. So it's the one-to-one scale. It's like a pavilion structure, so when children can be inside a problem when they solve it. So it's not only touching computational thinking, but also is looking into spatial thinking and spatial reasoning, bringing the dimension of space to the equation as well.
And when do you think this prototype will be done?
This is, I have a funded project by university within the next year cycle. The goal is to build the project, bring educators from school, test it, and publishing the result. Maybe next computing conference 2024.
We hope so. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
About this computing conference, how is it so far?
It's been amazing. Actually, it's my first time attending. I've been attending a lot of computing conferences, but in particular this one, what I loved about it, it's the scale of the conference. It's not too enormous. It's not too small. I think that gives us this opportunity to get to know everyone, as many as people you can around. It was really nice to see the variety of project. I liked the scope of the conference. It was very inclusive, and the friendly atmosphere. I think it's one of the kind. I've been into several conferences, ASIM conference, but I think this computing conference is going to be one of my favorite ones to look forward every year.
That's great to hear. So we'll definitely see you back.
Absolutely, yes. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.